Welcome everyone. Welcome to tonight's live reading. We are going to do a subscriber energy love reading. I've been feeling drawn to do it for the last couple of days, so we're going to go ahead and do it today. I do feel like this is going to be a really specific reading. It may not necessarily be a collective reading, but of course, I'm really not sure, of course, till we get started. But we're going to look at current energy, just like normal, and then we're going to clarify. We'll stop there and clarify, and then I want to look at how your person is feeling about themselves currently. I feel like right now there's a lot of um, kind of negative energy. On the masculine side, there's a lot of like low confidence, self-esteem, that type of issue. So I thought that would be a good idea for us to check into. And then we're going to look at what they plan to do next. I'm also going to look at how they feel about you and what you should do next. And then, of course, we'll close it out with some guidance. Hi, everyone. I see everyone coming in. Hi, Z, Amber. Hi, Diana. So yeah, again, I'm not really sure if this is going to be a collective reading. I feel like it's going to be really specific because I've been getting some really specific messages yesterday and today. And you guys, how I know how I do, like I try to procrastinate and not do them. But yeah, it's definitely been calling, and then so we're just going to do it and knock it out the way. All right, so I am going to go ahead and start. Guys, let me know. Sound and everything's okay. I know you don't get to see my face today. I do apologize. I've been a little self-care day today. Did my nails. Hi, Miss Tina. But let me know. Sound and picture is okay. And please let me know if you can hear any music. I definitely wanted to listen to some music today. So I do have some on in the background, but I don't want YouTube to yell at me. All right, here we go. Current energy. I got sick fast. All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to start with the subscriber energy first. So I have faraway places. Get ready for new horizons. Interesting because, again, you guys know I always practice on myself. Great. Thank you, Diana. Right before I start, and I didn't get faraway places, but I did get like that Six of Swords energy, where it's very possible that I'm like going in a different direction, right? I feel like that's what Get Ready for New Horizons, Faraway Places is going to be for the subscriber. You may feel like it's time for you to like take a new direction. May not necessarily mean like going somewhere, which it's possible you could travel, and that could have something to do with the direction you want to take. But it is definitely like there's a new it's almost like I see a road and the person's like decided they're going to go this way. Gates of triumph, success expands in your life. I do still feel like that's going to be the subscriber energy. I do feel like you've had some success, and most likely you've had that success because you've been able to release some sort of stagnant old energy, something that wasn't serving your greater good. So you're starting to see, like, if you continue to make better choices, or if you continue to take different routes, then you're going to have more of this success coming in. And that really kind of gets you in this feeling of wanting to do more of whatever it is that you've been doing, right? And for many of us, again, I'm not sure if it's collective. I feel like it's going to be really individual, but it's very possible that there's going to be messages in here that you might resonate with, guys. So yeah, but I definitely feel like this is going to be really specific. But this particular subscriber, most likely what you've been doing is like self-care, spiritual work, healing work, and it's most likely something difficult, like shadow work. And I know we don't talk a lot about shadow work on the channel. I really try to keep it as high vibrational as possible. This journey is very difficult on its own. We all know that we go through dark nights of the soul. We all know what shadow work is. If you don't, guys, it's just about dealing with those dark demons that we all have inside ourselves, those things that we try to sweep under the rug and not deal with. When you're doing shadow work, you're purposely digging inside yourself and grabbing those things and bringing them to the surface and dealing with it so that you can clear it out of the way. So this particular subscriber has been doing those things. All right, let's look at your person's energy. So we have watching the clouds, lie back, rest, and relax. It's really interesting because I don't feel like the person is relaxed. I sense an energy of being very tense. I almost said unhappy, but I don't want to say that. There's something they're unhappy about. But it's almost like the person wants to keep moving. They don't want to stop and lay down and rest. It's like when they lay down and rest is when they have to deal with things. And when they're moving, it's like they can keep their mind busy. And then finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source comes out. So again, masculine energy, right? So the subscriber energy is going to be more of a feminine energy. Guys, we have both. And we are starting to get a little bit bigger of a group. We got several new people in our tribe yesterday. And so we are starting to get more masculine energy in our group. But we're also starting to get more males that are in their divine feminine energy. And guys, we have both. So your feminine energy is that energy that's nurturing, that caretaker type of energy, right? We call Miss Tina Mother Hen sometimes, and like we're her little chickies, right? It's that type of energy. Your masculine energy is the energy that makes you go to work. It's the energy that makes you pay your light bill. It's the energy that makes you put food on the table. It's the energy that makes you go to the gym. It's the energy that you see what I'm trying to say, makes you lock your doors at night to protect your family. That's the protector and provider type of energy. We have both of those, okay? I do feel, and I'm not sure if this is going to be a twin journey or not, but most likely it's going to be. But I do feel like when you're on the twin journey, this is where it's different than other journeys. You take turns. Many times, if I'm really emotional, the counterpart is not. If I'm not very emotional, the counterpart is. You see what I'm trying to say? And that's how you're able to heal your whole self. And remember, you're supposed to be one soul. So I feel like that's why you swap back and forth. And guys, you can swap back and forth several times, all the time, back and forth. It just really depends on what you and your counterpart are working on in that particular time in that journey. Again, not sure if it's a twin journey just yet, but I do see the opening to spiritual source. So like there's something spiritual happening to this person, and it definitely could be like awakening, right? If I go with this as going to be a collective reading, then it would be like the divine masculine and how they're all experiencing mass awakening, right? All right, let's look at the bridging energy. So we have rejuvenating rain, clear the past and heal the present. And then we have overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. There's a giant rock. There's a giant boulder in the way. So right now, between you and this person, on the bottom, reaching your destiny, your light is shining brightly. So the subscriber is going to be the person that's more awakened. They're going to be the person that's shining the light, right? And the counterpart, this other person, your person, is going to be like the person that's following your light. But there's definitely a big blockage in the way. And I think what the blockage is, there's something in the past that feels like it can't be healed. All right, let's pull a little tarot. Warrior on Twitch. Hi, Stephanie. All right, let's go back to the subscriber energy. Faraway places and gates of triumph. I feel like the subscriber is definitely has felt a shift. The energy has gotten lighter. They've found some sort of new direction. Definitely could have something to do with moving relocating. But I think really it's just about taking a different way, right? Like the Ten of Wands pops out. So the Ten of Wands is that all those burdens and the exhaustion, this weight that you've been carrying this whole time, that's the shift. It's like you laid the burdens down. So the Ten of Wands is also like, where are you putting your energy? I feel like the subscriber stopped putting their energy in the situation, started putting the energy into themselves, and that's how they were able to lay these burdens down. The Ten of Wands says it's completed, it's done. The Eight of Wands is also coming out. You could have gotten some sort of quick information, but I feel like what happened is when you stopped putting your energy in that situation, things shifted quickly, right? So the Eight of Wands is things change quickly. And I do feel like that's what happened. All right, let's look at your counterpart, your person. So watching the clouds. Remember, I felt like they can't sit still. They don't want to sit still. I feel like when they sit still, it's possible that they're thinking of you or like thinking of something they've done. Because I'm getting a lot of really low vibrational um, um, type of energy. It's like the person is upset with themselves. So here's going to be the trick that the energy I've been picking up. It's almost like you thought that they were upset with you. But really, this whole time, they were upset with something they've done. And it's like they couldn't show face or they couldn't like say something because they felt like you felt the same way. You see what I'm trying to say? But you thought it was more like just you and it was something that you had done. And it's not. It's like this person feels. Remember, guys, when you went through your first like the beginning of your spiritual awakening. So for me, when I went through my spiritual awakening, my soul, this is going to sound funny, don't laugh at me, but my soul felt dirty. Um, by the time I won the war with my karmic and came out on that other side, right? I felt really, really dirty, almost like it was like a battle. It was like a war, right? And so, like I picture myself like dirty clothes, stained, dirty hair, just blood everywhere, right? It was just a dirty soul type of feeling. I tried going to a therapist. It was one of the first things I did because my ex was totally against therapy. So one of the first things I did was go and find me a therapist. She was a beautiful, wonderful person who definitely helped me a whole lot. But it was funny because she's the one that told me. She was like, I've got all these books and I've got I've went through all these lectures and I went to school for all these years. And she's like, I wish I could help you and make things better. She's like, but you're going to need God. You got to go find God. And at the time I was like, there is no God. I didn't believe in God. There's no such thing. And that's what happened. So I feel like, remember when you guys went through that at the beginning of your spiritual awakening, when you felt like you had to be cleansed? That's what this person is going through right now. But here's what I'm going to say. I do feel like this is going to be a twin journey. And I feel like both parties have very similar lessons to learn in this lifetime. I feel like the feminine energy maybe took a long time to start trying to learn and get better and heal. But like the masculine energy took a longer time, right? So it's almost like theirs is dirtier. You see what I'm trying to say? Now, I'm not saying this person is bad or that they've done anything worse than anybody. Guys, we're all equal and we're supposed to love everyone unconditionally. But I do feel like that's how this person feels. All right, let's see if I'm right. Let's pull for the watching the clouds. So we have the Five of Pentacles, abandonment, rejection, having to pull yourself in out of the cold. This person could be struggling with some sort of health situation also. That's interesting. So I just heard it's not going to be this because as soon as I heard it, I heard no. But I was thinking like bed rest. Like maybe this person was told that they have to like be in bed rest or something's happened. And it's causing them to have to think about something a lot. But I feel like they definitely are not trying to do whatever the doctor has ordered. And then we have the victory coming out for finding sanctuary, opening to your source. So it is a victory that this person is like finally willing. There is more of a willing energy over here than maybe like before, right? And it's like they start to understand what it is they're supposed to do. And that, it's like they notice something. Maybe like all the signs finally like click in there. You know what I mean? And it's like they notice that they have to do something. And also, I want to say, if this person has withdrawn, that's a success. That's a victory. They can't get better and heal if they're just constantly out there doing what they always do, right? All right, let's pull for rejuvenating rain and overcoming obstacles. All right, let's clear the past and heal the present. Let's see what that's about. So we have the Hermit, that's that Virgo energy going within, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. So the obstacle could actually be a person, or the obstacle could be a resource. I feel like it's very possible it's going to be both. I do feel like it's possible that there could be like oh, I hate to say it, but like a third party situation here. But I do sense that, and that could be like what the guilt is here, and with your person. But what's happening is both of you have probably withdrawn from each other, and it's so that you can heal internal things. But this obstacle, the resource, so this is the bridging energy. I feel like for the feminine energy, it's going to be a person, and for the masculine energy, it's going to be a thing, like a resource. Because I feel like you feel like the third party is the situation, and they feel like they don't have enough to offer. On the bottom, we have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is that energy of walking away from something. I really don't even like saying that, just because it's not really walking away. You can't, I mean, I guess you can, but you're just walking on towards your path. You're trying to finish the goal. The goal is the 10 cups. I feel like this person is just getting on with it, and maybe they haven't been getting on with it for quite some time. All right, I'm just going to scoot these up in case we need to look at them again. All right, and now we're going to look at how they feel about themselves. This is really important because here's where I'm feeling the draw. You know how I always say, like, I feel the pull to do these? It's like I'll get a message and then I just get it repeated over and over and over until I finally stop procrastinating and get on here and do these readings. All right. Spirit and me. Yeah, Spirit's trying to help me with the whole procrastination thing. All right, so this is going to be how they feel about themselves. Oh, wow, that's funny. So remember I said I thought it was a twin journey? This is that I hate my twin. I love my twin. I don't want to be with my twin. I want my twin. That flip-flop back and forth. So it's supposed to be how they feel about themselves. It's very possible that like they're back and forth. Like, I am good enough. I'm not good enough. I am good enough. I'm not good enough. I will value my time more. If it can't be fixed, why continue investing in it? Interesting. So it's very possible that they're starting to see value in themselves. And it could also be very possible that they're starting to see value in like where they put their time, or where they put their energy, or who they're giving their energy to. And I don't need to have the last word. That's so funny that that came out. That actually came out for the June twin flame. No, I think it was the mid-May one. I don't need to have the last word. I do. I'm the last word person, guys. So just let you know. But yeah, there's another thing I'm learning. All right, so I do feel like this person is withdrawn, and I do feel like there's this energy of they're not good enough. I do feel like this is going to be a twin journey. I still feel like it's really specific and not necessarily collective. All right, let's look at how they feel about you. This is how they feel about you. How they feel about you. Okay, so I pulled one of those cards that comes with the deck. All right, what is the universe trying to teach me right now? So it is going to be another twin card. Am I compromising my happiness to make sure the other person is happy? Interesting. Ooh. And name calling is unacceptable and hurtful. Ooh, Amber. All right. I don't even know why I said I'm so sorry. Let's just keep going. Okay. So they don't understand what they're supposed to be learning. And that is very much because they're at the beginning of that spiritual awakening. And most likely what they're learning is like all the crappy things that we don't want to have to deal with, right? Those are usually the first things that get brought up. And so they're wondering like, why do I have to do this? Why do I have to go through this? I feel like they know they're not perfect and they feel like it's being rubbed in their face in some way. And it's very possible we'll get there. But am I compromising my happiness to make sure the other person is happy? This is what they think about you. Excuse me, guys. So it's what they think about you. So you could be with someone, or it doesn't have to be like a person. This could be like a job. Let's say like you have this job that like drains you and they see this draining and they're like, I don't know why you keep putting all your time and effort into this situation. Or maybe you're with the person that they feel like isn't supposed to be your person, something like that. They definitely have some sort of issue there. But name calling is unacceptable and hurtful. So that tells me, and remember, this is how they feel about you. So is it possible that there's been a disagreement? There was some sort of name calling? Absolutely. I feel like the person I'm talking to is like, no, I didn't call him any names. Okay, but it's possible that you didn't speak with compassion, right? And you didn't speak coming from an unconditional love place, right? And I feel like that's kind of the issue. This person has hurt feelings. Wow. All right. Let's pull a little tarot and let's look at what they plan to do next. Amber. All right. All right, what they plan on doing next. Oh, wow, look at that. The Queen of Cups comes out. Queen of Cups is my Divine Feminine clue card. It is about unconditional love. The Devil comes out, and the Devil is strong Capricorn energy. The Devil is also about like unhealthy, toxic binds. And then the Ace of Wands is destiny. Wow. So my question was, what do they plan on doing next? So you could have a strong Capricorn placement, of course, but I do feel like this person is going to start moving towards their spiritual destiny, like what it is that they're supposed to be doing. And guys, I do feel like this is going to be a twin journey. All right, let's look at what you should do next. What should you do next? Where should you have your focus? So we have the Five of Swords coming out, the Page of Wands coming out, and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you said something mean. The Five of Swords is that card. Look how it's falling right under Divine Feminine. It's that card that says, I always say negative thinking with Five of Swords, because when I get Five of Swords, it's usually me telling myself some crap. But so Five of Swords says that there's been a battle, there's been a disagreement, you've had harsh words with someone because of the swords communication. And it's like the people said fine and they walked away. It was like you said something so mean that it hurt this person so bad that they're hurt. Yes, hurt feelings, definitely. It does say you were right. I'm gonna point that out. Okay, I'm stubborn that way. But I do feel like with the Five of Swords, because remember it's supposed to be a victory. So I do feel like whatever it was that you were arguing, whatever it was you were disagreeing about, whatever you said that maybe not in the most unconditional love way was right. It was truth, right? But you didn't say it in like a compassionate way. And I feel like now what you need to focus on is baby steps on a new beginning. You need to start over. Something needs to be like the Ace of Pentacles to me is like a completely new slate, a completely new beginning. But I just want to say Page of Wands, baby steps. So if this is a new beginning with this person, baby steps. And then the Queen of Swords is on the bottom. Queen of Swords is that card that says she's very victorious and she's highly, highly protected. All right, let's pull from the Power of Love. Amber said I had to tell the truth last time. I understand. I completely understand. All right, so we have commitment. It says you dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is your essence of your very being. You have expression, interesting, because I do feel like someone expressed themselves in a harsh manner. It says you are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. And individuality, you leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. It's interesting that says that because I was totally listening to my own tarot readings this morning and going through some of the different coaches and stuff that I listened to. And one of them was talking about the words that we put out into the world and even the words we write. So maybe you wrote this. You may not have necessarily like spoke it. Maybe you wrote this. It could have been a text, something you sent back and forth. But it says you leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. I feel like it's possible that something was said or done that's hurt this person and you don't see it because they probably act like they don't get hurt, right? I'm kind of picking that up. All right, I'm going to leave this one here. I hope this was helpful, guys. Thank you so much for coming in here with me. Amber says, I wrote it. Yeah. Yeah. So what do you guys think? Collective energy or specific energy? I feel like it was pretty specific. But there was a little bit of collective twin flame energy for sure. I do feel like it's going to be someone that is on the twin journey. But there, it's out. It's done. We can move on. I don't know, guys. Apologize, I guess. Have compassion. Respect people's boundaries. I'm gonna say that. Respect people's boundaries. You don't like you don't have to go knock on their door after you curse them to tell them you're sorry. Just say it. Just say it and show the universe that you're sorry. You know what I mean? Start coming at things from a more compassionate way. I know it's hard sometimes when people do things that are like opposite of what we want them to do. Especially when we think we know. And here's the thing, guys, we do know, but we know for us, for you, for just you. You don't know for this other person. See what I mean? The biggest confusion in this twin journey is that you're supposed to do it together. One, you're already doing it together. If God relied on humans who were like, make the biggest mistakes ever to get something done that he needed, well, we'd be waiting a long time. But I'm just saying, like, you're already doing it. You're already in union. Just because someone does something a little bit different than what we want, doesn't mean that it's wrong. It may have been right for what they needed to do, for what their journey consists of. You see what I'm trying to say? Hi, Amanda. Yeah, I do feel like there was some collective in there. Yeah. Yes, absolutely, Amanda. I am going to offer free readings, guys. We're totally just chilling. Didn't plan on doing a live. That's not true. I plan on doing a live every day this week. just because it's our last week of the Facebook monetization, like we're our last week of payroll, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to like cram as much in there as I can. But yeah, I wasn't sure like what we were gonna do. It was actually supposed to be like a welcome Wednesday, but yeah, I procrastinated the subscriber energy and it was like definitely felt the push to get it out today. I see. Yeah, we're good about that under the rug stuff. All right, Amanda, let's see what guidance does Spirit want to give Amanda. I feel like the what was the moon before the Scorpio full moon? I'm not sure. A couple moons back, we were definitely, it's like Spirit came and ripped the rug up. You know what I mean? Yeah, like just took it out. You want to keep hiding stuff down here? I'll just remove the rug. And then the Scorpio full moon came in to just, take it off. Make sure. All right, Amanda. So you have cycles, Amanda. So cycles could be saying that you're closing out a cycle and starting a new cycle. Astrologically speaking, that's kind of where we're at. It could have something to do with your family and tribe. I do see some temptation there. So you could be tempted to do something different, or go back to something. Temptation can be, many things. But cycles, a lot of times the cycles card comes out because we're in a slow period and we see everybody else like having different things happen around us. And we're like, why is ours so slow or like stagnant? And a lot of times people think that they're stuck when they're in a slow period of a cycle. And it may not necessarily mean that you're stuck. It may just mean that like something's coming to an end and it just takes a little bit longer to close out. Or it could be saying that something's coming in and it has to be ready for you, right? Like it has to be where you need it to be before it comes in. And that could be taking longer. So I'm kind of getting like something about closing a cycle and starting a cycle, but feeling a little stuck, like something's not moving fast enough. All right, let's do a real quick past, present, future. What you guys think about them cards yesterday? That was fun, right? We're definitely going to have to use those Indian oracle cards more often. All right, so we have the strength card coming in the past. Ooh, I love that. Jupiter coming in the future. All right, so the strength card says this is going to be an inner conflict, something that you've been dealing with internally. You've really been having to pull from your inner strength, and for some reason her opening his mouth is sticking out to me. This is the Rider Waite Tarot. I've seen this card a billion thousand times, but something about the way he's letting her open his mouth, or it looks like maybe she's trying to close it. Either way, her hands are really close to his teeth. Interesting. All right, so Ace of Swords is coming out in the present, and Ace of Swords says this is a victory, but it's a victory because you've come up with some sort of new plan. You've thought something through and you've come up with a new idea, a new way of doing something. And that could be like what's happened. Like you've thought this new idea and it's like, okay, how do I get it going? Or when is it going to start moving? Well, very soon, because Wheel of Fortune was the future card. And I just want to say all my energies are going to always be really close together, right? So Wheel of Fortune is like right around the corner. Something bends in your favor. And it does talk about Jupiter. And guys, I've been talking about how Jupiter is in Aries, and I've been waiting for Jupiter to get in Aries for quite some time. And I just want you guys to know it's totally working. So I've been waiting for Jupiter to get into Aries because it's going to grow my business. It's going to help expand my business. And it's definitely happening. We were stuck for several months, and it seems like the moment Jupiter moved into Aries. One, on the day of, is the day we got our approval for our Facebook monetization. And then every day after that, I mean, it's just been one other thing after another. And we've definitely been growing since then. So Jupiter in Aries is super exciting. And it says something positive finally comes in. It's definitely a card about good fortune. All right, let's pull a guidance card. Ooh, did you guys see that? You have Finding Sanctuary, which just came out in that subscriber energy. It says opening to your spiritual source. And you also have Unknown Territory. You're exactly where you need to be. I feel like that's the card, because with that Cycles card, I did kind of get this feeling like you thought you should be doing something else or going somewhere else or something should be happening. All right, I hope that was helpful. She said, yes, I'm trying to get the wheels a rolling. That's good. I'm glad. All right. Anyone else? Is there anyone else out there that wants some guidance? Now is the time to let me know. And since we have them out, I can do messages from your person also. If you guys are interested in those, let me know. Guidance reading. All right. Thank you, Amanda. All right, Z. Oh, messages from your person. Okay, okay. How about we'll pull messages from your person, and then we'll do a guidance with the power of love. All right, let's see what comes out. So the first one to come out says, why does love have to be so complicated? There were too many expectations. I will love myself first before loving my partner. Let's see if there's any more. I will start focusing on myself. Why do I have to do all the inner work for my twin to come back? I'll do it anyways for me. Interesting. On the bottom, I avoid anyone or anything that leads to me to feel emotions. All right. So I feel like that is the issue with your person. Like they may be avoiding you so they don't have to feel something. I feel like they do too many expectations, like they couldn't meet expectations. I do feel like there is some strong love here. The first card that came out is why does love have to be so complicated? I do feel like there is some sort of like sacrifice here. I will love my first self first before my partner, and I will start focusing on myself. I feel like that's actually the sacrifice. That's not so what I mean. Like it's not a sacrifice to start loving yourself. But I do feel like they didn't before. They could have been putting their energy somewhere else. And now it's like they're realizing that like their life in the present right now with who they're with is what's important. And I do feel like they could be doing some shadow work or like inner work. But I just want to say this is going to be the early stages, because the bottom of the deck was I avoid anyone or anything that leads me to feel emotion. So this is how they are normally. And I feel like it's very possible that something changes, something shifts, and they decide to start taking care of like their shadow work, their inner work, that type of situation. All right, let's pull a guidance card. And we have the commitment card coming back out. You dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. You have release. You have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. And you have freedom. You're releasing any self imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. All right, I hope that was helpful. Uh-oh, I hope not. We'll have to take it down if we can. Maybe you're just hearing it from in here. Oh, thank you, Z. Thank you. All right, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Short but sweet. Make sure to keep an eye out tomorrow. We're going to do another one. Saturday is our last day in our first month's payroll. So we're going to try to do as many as possible. Of course, we will have the fire signs and the earth signs on Friday and Saturday anyway, but I imagine we're going to have double lives on those days because those are going to be the last 2 days. We definitely are trying to get to a certain amount. We need a certain amount of hours in to make a certain amount. So yeah, we're definitely trying to get there. And then next month, we're going to come out. The schedule is going to be a little different. Of course, we'll stay with our 2 p.m. Um, 4 elements, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But I'm going to start adding, I would say, probably 2 lives a week because I need to have 40 hours in a month. So yeah, we're probably going to start adding like the subscriber energy weekly. And I think I need to do something with the twin current energy update. Would you guys like to see a twin current energy update like more often? I tend to do them monthly just because there's so much emotion. They're not the easiest, guys. And if you guys watch other tarot readers that are doing twin readings, especially if they are twins, go thank them and go tell them thank you for all of their hard work and energy. I can read for hours and hours and hours for people, but whenever we're doing the current energy update in the twin situation, it's definitely it's a large collective energy, so the emotions are just really raw and really large. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, I do feel like the channel is definitely twin based. We're definitely here talking about soul connections. Yes, Diana says for sure. Yes, and I think most people do them monthly and then they do them mid-monthly. But I think we're actually going to start doing them weekly. I think it's important that we put a little bit more focus on it. I think it's funny because when I started my channel, I wanted it to be about healing, but I couldn't really talk to you about healing if I didn't tell you what I was healing from, right? So I had to bring in the twin journey, and that very quickly turned into I wanted to talk about relationships because I knew that the twin journey wasn't like the only relationship we were going to experience in this lifetime. So we talked about all 3 different relationships. But I feel like we can all say confidently at this point that the channel is very twin based. Most of you that have been drawn to me are also on the twin journey, very, very similar journeys. So yeah, I feel like we can't hide from it anymore. We're just gonna have to get it out there, and it is what it is, right, guys? But I feel like we're all collectively teaching others how to love unconditionally, that it can be done. You can heal from this journey, and you can receive massive, massive blessings as soon as you start following your purpose. So yeah, we're gonna start doing more of them, and I think it's gonna be a weekly situation. So yeah, I think the subscriber energy and then a twin update is probably what we'll add, and that'll be a regular routine for us here at Purple Lunar Rose. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming in here. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I know it's a little short one, but again, there'll be more of them. So just keep an eye out. Make sure you're subscribed, guys. Make sure you have your little bell going so it notifies you. And then, of course, make sure to follow my Facebook page too in case we do one on Facebook. I don't see in the future, in the next couple of days, doing one only on Facebook. Oh, I know. We do have on the 14th, guys. June 14th at 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time. I'm going to do the extended Twin Flame Current Energy update. I do feel like it's going to be a manifesting together finally. I do feel like both people have started to understand what's going on spiritually, and both people have finally become more willing to work with the energy instead of against the energy. So that is on my Facebook only, and that is going to be on June 14th. We are going to use that full moon energy. And even though we are going to be doing these weekly, we will still have our monthly all around collective twin energy, and we will still have the one extended monthly where we use that full moon energy to pull in our guidance and that information in the extended. So yes, guys, we're still going to do that. And Facebook stars, I want to mention Facebook stars. I'm so blown away by you guys and all. We received thousands. I don't know how many. It's up there. It's a whole lot. But thank you guys so much. This was our first month being monetized on Facebook with Facebook stars. We met the requirement for the match. We met the requirement for the bonus. So everyone that contributed, you helped us do that. So thank you, thank you, thank you so very, very much. I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to say. I can't think of anything else. I love you guys, and I'm always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Thank you.